guys, welcome back to another one of today's videos, or to I guess today's videos, because I pretty much don't upload anymore. Sorry about that. That's all. I want to talk about it, but I don't really want to get into it because it's made me pretty depressed. I'm joking, but I just want to say why I've not been uploading. Just before I actually start the actual video, which it's literally just because, you know, editing sucks. All of the softwares make me pay, or just, yeah, it's pretty crappy. So I'm just going to be editing simpler. I've found built-in editing software, so hopefully it's better. So let's begin the video. So you may be wondering, you know, why is this like a voiceover? So I've been taking a little bit of inspiration off of I guess 3 main YouTubers, including Rep1. Yes, I know his second channel that has one in it as a meme or something, I don't know. And that's because, yeah, but it's where he just does voiceovers with Minecraft speedruns, which I really like. And from other YouTuber named Bucket, where he does 99 Nights in the Forest, what is it, challenges. And I was like, hell yeah, combine those two together and you make 99 Nights in the Forest Let's Talkovers. But I said 3 channels because third one's Brody Animates, where he just talks about random stuff. Really, Brett does too, but I'm more interested in what, like, Brody says, and, like, that's what I do. So 2 minutes and 45 seconds, no, a minute and 45 seconds into the video, let's begin. So today, as you read the title, I'm going to be talking about injuries. Let's begin. So basically, cut off to year 5. So yes, I'm going to be having some music in the background, by the way, because I like that editing style. So basically, cut to when I was in 5th grade. So we, as every single year, we had a yearly camp, and this year we were going on the longest trip we've ever had, which I think was 3 nights or something. I think, because normally it was only 1 night and 1 or 2 days. So this year was a lot more different. So I don't really remember too much, but you know, the camp was pretty chill the first day. The first day was fine. But I'm going to straight away get into the injury. So the first activity we got split up into 2 teams, and the girl in the cabin, I had like a group of girls in my cabin, and they were so nice. Like, you don't really need, like, they were nice before this, but my best friend who was in the same cabin, well, I guess that's not really important for the story, but she was put into a separate group, which is fine because I still had friends. So we're going to call these boys, just all boys, because all the other girls suck. Okay, I've got a piece of paper. So let's call one Jimmy. He's going to be more relevant. And the other one, Ted, who's not going to be too relevant, but I'm going to include him anyway. My best friend, we're going to name her Bobby. Yes, that's kind of, if she watches this, she'll understand. And I'm going to name the other one Bob, who's another girl, which will get named like once. So yeah, so the most relevant is going to be Jimmy, of course, but whatever. So now that I've written it down, let's begin the camp. So we're going to be, now, I don't know if you guys know, because a lot of you guys like 30 years older than me, so yeah, so hopefully you guys know, but we were sectioned off into 3 teams. So it was all ranked, so I'm going to rank them from lowest to the highest. So the green team was the ones that are vegetarians. I don't know the name, and I'm not going to search it up, so what are you going to do about it? Exactly. So basically, this green team, basically, we had tags throughout the game, or something, I don't really know, it was ages ago, but, you know, we had tags, and I guess the person with the most got like 1 in the end or something, I don't really know. But yeah, that's that. So the green team couldn't get any tags apart from the highest up or something, I don't really know. So they were pretty much like the prey, you know, predator and prey. So, no, I don't mean that type of predator, by the way. And the next higher up was what I was put into. So this was the red team, and the only ones tags we could get were from the green team, and and the highest up. So, you know, we were a bit better. The third highest up were the diseases, which were black, and only a couple kids were chosen as this. And I don't think unless I'm mistaken, I don't think they had tags. I could be mistaken, but I think the sole purpose of them was literally to get the tags, and yeah. The highest up which kids weren't allowed to get into were, of course, the teachers, and they basically, like, I'm pretty sure they did have tags, they did, and, they came around with water guns, sprayed you, and then took your tag. So basically, I was put into Ted and Jimmy's team. You know, Bob and Bobby were put into the other group, you know, an entirely different section, playing different activities. So, before the game started, basically, we had to run around, grab tags from each other in a big little, like, owned forest part. So that's basically where we are, that's the setting, guys. So, before we went in, me, Jimmy and Ted made a plan that we were going to stick together, you know. We were going to win. We were going to become the, like, main people that got the tags. Just, spoiler warning, we did not be that. At all, especially me. So basically, they set the green team off first, because, you know, they're the most vulnerable. Go hide, like, get ready, I don't know. And basically, like, a minute later, 30 seconds later, me, Jimmy, and Ted were put off, and we immediately ran off. We immediately went right. I specifically remember going right. Don't ask why, I don't know why. But yeah, so after we ran off, about like 10 meters or 30 meters out, we made a plan that we were gonna go start farming the greens. But about like a minute in, a disease immediately came, and she immediately like started chasing us. You know, she wasn't fast, but you know, us, you know, 10-year-olds were a lot slower than her. So Ted was one of the fastest kids in the grade, and he was partnered up with a really slow kid, aka me, and a mid kid, aka Jimmy. So he runs off, he bolts off, you know, he's like 30 meters out already. I don't know. Obviously not, of course. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, she does tag Jimmy, and, you know, while he's giving her the tag, I run off. I'll put in a little half animation thingy on screen, but basically, like, I remember, like, it was like a corner, like, going up, and I specifically remember she was still chasing me. I eventually, like, this is after she tagged him, so basically I run up, hide in a bush, you know, shaking, you know, like, I'm literally shaking, and then all of a sudden, once she leaves, I immediately go back, and this is where, you know, the team officially gets split up. So, me, Jimmy, and Ted, you know, we're just off. I don't know where they go, I don't know, like, if they grab tags, you know, I didn't really see Ted after for a while, but yeah. So, because of my dumb instincts, I start screaming out their names. Of course, you know, I'm not joking, I'm literally just screaming it out, in the forest. So, the forest is a pretty big little forest thingy, I don't know, man-made thing, but yeah, that doesn't really matter. So, I don't really remember what really happens between now and then, like, before the incident, but I'm just walking around kind of doing nothing. Like, I'm pretty sure I got tagged a couple times, but it wasn't too much. I didn't grab any tags. You know, I did chase a couple kids, but, you know, I did get pretty bored because, you know, I had nothing to do without friends. So eventually, you know, me and Jimmy kept meeting up, leaving each other, and this isn't too important, but he was the only kid to tag a teacher, if I'm not mistaken, which was pretty cool, you know. But yeah. Eventually, I don't know what happens, but me and, Jimmy are just walking, and all of a sudden we get surrounded by a disease and a couple stronger people, aka, like, and weaker people, like the greens. So, you know, we're just chilling. All of a sudden, I remember Jimmy got tagged or something, and, you know, because I'm, you know, self-loving, and, like, prideful, I immediately turn to run. Now, keep in mind, this is like a steep-ish hill, you know, not a hill, but it's gone a bit more higher up. Now, keep this in mind. So, I immediately turn around to run. I put my, like, foot out to, you know, leave, and all of a sudden, I don't know, I trip over a tree stump, so I bolt to the ground. Now, because I'm short, you know, I'm still short now, actually, I'm the average height of my age, but, I immediately turn around and because it's not enough time to put my arms out, my elbow gets it. I specifically remember it was my right. Someone just beeped at me, damn. But basically I don't have time to like move my hands or anything, so my elbow like cuts into it. Like it doesn't bleed or anything, but I scream. Now I used to think I had like a really loud scream, so I realized I didn't. But yeah. So basically, damn. Like I'm screaming. Now a teacher was there, luckily. I remember he shouts out, Clover! Well, my name. And he immediately rushes down. I immediately get taken, and I just want to say, Jimmy just didn't care. Like, I don't know if he just cares or if he doesn't, but he doesn't seem too bothered. I think I was annoying him a bit, which is my bad, you know. I'm a very annoying person, so sorry. But I get taken to like the front lobby area, which is just a chair. I'm not joking, like a plastic chair, and I'm just sitting there sobbing my arm. Or my butt off, sorry. But yeah. Like, I remember Jimmy walked past and he's like, wait, are you good, dude? And like, I'm like, like, I'm crying. So I give him one of my tags because, you know I'm not going to be able to, you know, get out and like continue playing. So after giving my tags, like 20 minutes, or maybe 10 minutes later, the game ends. And this is just for humor, I guess. We needed to take a photo or something, like, to prove, like, to the parents, like, they've not killed their kids, or something like that. So, all of the kids line up from my section, and everything, and, like, we're all smiling, and I'm not, like, I remember, like, if you look at the picture, I'm on the right side, so left for me, and I remember just crying, like, putting my head down, and I didn't know what to do, so like I'm putting my arm in like one of those like injured things when I don't really know what's wrong with it. So eventually it's really stinging. I don't really know. I've never experienced anything similar to it, so I don't really know how to like explain how it feels. But if you've had a fractured arm or elbow thing, I think you'd know. But you know you can't really, like, for me, I can't really say what it feels like. Because it's just hard to explain, I guess. It's like a painful sting. Like, imagine a bee sting, but times 100. So, you know, I get back to class, we go eat, and then we go over to the next activity. It's not too relevant. This is another humor thing. But we're all, the teachers all ask if we want to get zapped. Mind, Jimmy, for some reason, now becomes my dad. So, you know, he's become my parent. He's like making sure I don't like start jumping or something, like crashing to the ground, like, because it's something I do just to make him mad. But like they're all lining up to a electric fence to get shocked. You know, it won't hurt humans, but it's just to keep the cows in because we were visiting some big chunky cows. So I shouldn't have done it, but like nothing bad happened. But I love how they put me on the side or something. They either put me on the side or in the middle, and like kids had like grabbed my shoulder or something. I don't know. But like I got a small tag, and none of my like friends were near me, or like alone in like the group I was put with. So it was pretty funny. Sorry, I just thought the recording stopped. Crap. So basically, you know, we get back, and I'm not going to go into detail because that's just disgusting, but I'm the first in the shower, last get out. Dude, it was painful. I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk properly, like, it really hurt, dude. Like, I got used to it, like, a day into the camp, but, dude, like, at that point, I had like, a really badly untreated thing. Of course, like, after we got back from that nature thing, like, where I got injured, they put me in a rough, and then, like, they put me on the back of a truck, like, with all the other kids, just to, like, move around, which was funny. So, you know, I have, like, this, so, I don't know, I don't really know what to say about this. My friend did help me a lot, you know, help me, like, grab my clothes and that. That's disgusting to go into detail, so any weird, bad actors, go away. Actually, we go back to the cabin, and in all the other recordings I've done, like, because my mic keeps messing up, I remember I couldn't sleep. I was sobbing in my bed. There was, like, tears everywhere. It was like a swimming pool, dude. And I woke up super early and then like didn't go back to sleep. And now I know that like, and the fact that like I like to think I have a good pain tolerance from my mum and I guess my dad, but I have a pretty good pain tolerance, and for someone with a good pain tolerance, I guess that just shows like this entire camp I don't really take any you know, I don't take pain tolerance, I don't take any meds, I don't like sit out, like I'm doing all the activities. So basically next day, you know, all good. But yeah, Bobby especially helped. Like Bob did help, but you know, Bobby was a lot more like helpful. You know, Bob was just there to comfort me. Bobby just helped. So basically, the next day, you know, I'm still sectioned off from Bobby. So the next day, the next activity we went to was a little activity thing. So obstacle course, yeah. So basically, you know, Ted, he's just ran off. You know, pretty much immediately, he doesn't really care. So, me and the group, along with the teacher and all the other kids in my group, including Jimmy, we just going around the obstacle course, showing all the kids, you know, what to do when they're gonna go through a time thing. So, this is the thing I was really excited for before I fractured my arm, which at this point, I don't know, I fractured it, I don't really care if you guys didn't want to know till the end, like a big spoiler, like, ooh, but yeah, so, like, we're going through all the obstacles, and I'm just like, ugh, like, and it was such a long obstacle course, and like they kept like they'd walk like 5 seconds and be like, oh my god, by the way, you 3 here, else. It was really pissing me off, not gonna lie. But yeah, eventually once we get back to the end, all of the kids, like, you can choose to go or you can choose to sit at the start thing and just chat or something. And I really wanted to go, so me and Jimmy went together. We were the last thing, and we were just gonna talk or something, I don't know, and I pretty much had to skip all the obstacles. Like, he genuinely wanted to do it, and he was like doing it, but then he had to wait for me to like slowly walk back, and it was really funny. So I pretty much didn't do many of the activities, you know, but it doesn't really matter. So yeah, later on, there was a tunnel, and you basically had to scream out your crush's name. You know, they want all the 10-year-olds to get drama or something. So, you know, I didn't have one, so I just screamed out myself, and, Jimmy was like, don't do that, you've got a hurt arm, that's going to hurt you. And I was like, no, you're not my dad, loser. So I go through, you know, he doesn't even want to do it, you know, because he doesn't want to go through a freaking, like, really small tunnel that's, like, made for 8-year-olds. So, you know, I'm a 10-year-old, I'm small, equals go through. So I'm going through, and oh my god, he was right. I don't like saying when I'm wrong, but he was right. You know, freaking man. So, I go out and, like, damn it, you're right, Dad. I don't know. So, you know, we go back, we're the last team out, I think, or maybe the second to last, I don't know. And, you know, yeah. Eventually, the next morning, it's time to go. This is just a small thing. Literally, Jimmy, like, I'm sitting there trying to put butter on my toast, and, you know, because I am very picky. I'm a very picky eater, if you don't know me. And I'm a very picky eater, so I don't want that crusty, dusty cereal that's been sitting out for 6-year-olds to eat for years. No, I want freaking Vegemite, because I'm Australian. So, like, I'm trying to, like, put butter on my frickin' toast, and I can't do it, you know, mate, it's pretty hard to, do it left-handed when you're a right-handed girl. So, you know, he just does it for me in a whip, and I just eat it, like, thanking him for the Lord's Christ. You know, thanks, Jimmy, you know, not close to him, but thank you, mate. Oh, a girl's online. I don't like her. Never mind. That's a really weird bio. Sorry. Eventually on the bus, where like I'm sitting with my friend, and you know we're just talking, and this little girl that pisses me off says, "He doesn't look that injured." Mate, what are you talking about? I've not been able to shower. I've not been able to eat. I go through a freaking tunnel when I hurt, mate. And she's like, it doesn't look that hurt. It's being a hickman. She's like, yeah. And basically, immediately after I go home, like, my auntie was there, and she really wanted to see the new movie. Let me eat my orange. shit. Sorry, it's juicy. So basically, my auntie was out and she really wanted to watch this new movie that I really wanted to watch with my friends, but you know, because I was just injured from camp, she just invited me. I feel bad now. Sorry, mate. All of the family really wanted to watch this new movie that was out that year, and basically, bugs are close. I immediately had to go to hospital, and dude, all my family, including my bloody little sister, wanted to go watch the movie I wanted to see. I wanted to watch it, not her. She was a loser. A freaking loser. And she got to go watch it. Like, that's fine. But, you know, I remember going to the hospital watching Alaska Violet. Yeah, no judging to her, but I was watching Alaska Violet the entire time. It's pretty funny. And I remember in that hospital waiting room, we were there for like hours on end. It was really annoying. It really made me mad. I remember going into like the room with the doctor, and he's like, sit down, and I'm like, I remember like I burst out crying, and I'm like, am I gonna have to get surgery? Like, I don't like to cry in front of people, especially in public, like every other living human on this earth, except for that one random kid that likes to cry for attention. I'm like, I really don't like pain, but I have good tolerance to pain, I guess. But yeah, so turns out it's been fractured. Boo-hoo, you guys didn't know that the entire time. Joking, I told you in the first 5 minutes. But yeah, so I get a cast on, get a thing on, and actually, I get the name, put it on screen now. It's beautiful. Sling, that's the name. So, you know, I have my sling right now. It's if you guys want to know, I'm not going to share a picture because I don't want to dox myself. But it's a dark blue color. It's like team equality. Let me put it back. And yeah, so, yeah, that's, I go to school the next day. All the girls are staring at me. And this girl that was like, it's not that bad. She wasn't in my class, but God, that was the only time I wish she was in my class, because I just wanted to say, excuse me, biatch? But yeah, that's the end of my injury stories. I don't really get injured much, apart from like the other day where I was doing shampoo, and a big thing of shampoo got my eye, and I was like, ugh! And it was the first day of school. I had a massive red eye. No one cared except for me. I guess the message of this video is no one gives a crap, so let your eye be red. Yeah. That's actually the true purpose of this thing, not... But yeah, true purpose is be careful when you're walking, because you don't really want to get a fractured arm and then have to get some random kid older than you to take care of you. That's named Jimmy. But yeah, I guess this is the end of the video. I guess if you like my videos, subscribe, and if you don't, like and subscribe so that the algorithm gets more people like you to hate on me. Yeah. I know this was a different type of video. I don't really care, because I'm going to keep doing videos like this because I love to ramble. I should make a second channel named Clover Rambles. But thanks for watching the video. Appreciate it. Hopefully you guys like this content, because I'm not going to do what you guys want unless I like it too. And hopefully the mic quality is better, because I've recorded this 3 times now. Yippee yay. But yeah, by the way, if my voice got deeper, it's because it's been about 4 months or something. Yeah, so hopefully with the quality of the videos that are a bit less edited, you guys will get to hear me more. Hey, I bet all of the kids that found my YouTube channel will be happy that they have to listen to me now, because the only way they're going to get information about my videos is if they watch them. So, hi! I don't want to see you at school tomorrow, so just don't go to school.